Hello students, welcome back. This is part 3 of the chapter Nutrition in Plants. In the previous part, we have discussed that green plants prepare food in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, right? And the raw materials required are water and carbon dioxide. This process is taking place in the presence of sunlight. In this part today, we are going to discuss that photosynthesis takes place in the presence of sunlight, and if there is no sunlight, photosynthesis will not take place. We can also say that photosynthesis takes place in the presence of light, right? And if there is no light, photosynthesis will not take place. I have already discussed with you that photosynthesis word itself means that it requires sunlight. If there is no sunlight, photosynthesis will not take place. But we have to explain this with the help of an activity, right? How will we do that? Before that, we need to know one thing, that food that is prepared by the plants is in the form of glucose, right? And then it gets stored in the form of starch. Both glucose and starch, they are carbohydrates, right? Food that is prepared by the plants is in the form of glucose and it gets stored in the form of starch. Both of these, they are carbohydrates. Now we have to prove that photosynthesis takes place in the presence of sunlight with the help of an activity. Children, for this activity, we need a potted plant. Potted plant is plant in the pot, right? Now, we will take this plant and pluck its leaf. And then we are going to perform iodine test with this leaf. This is the first part of the activity. For the second part of the activity, we are going to keep this same plant in the dark. Or we can keep it in a black box also for 72 hours. Children, we can take the same plant also. We can take two different plants also simultaneously. We can perform this activity in both the ways. So I am taking only one potted plant. In the first case, we are plucking its leaf, right? And performing the iodine test. This plant was kept in sunlight. For the second part of the activity, I am keeping the same plant now in a dark room or in a black box for 72 hours, and then I will pluck this leaf and perform iodine test on this leaf also. I will record observations. After the iodine test in case 1 and record observations in case 2 also, right? Now children, in your book, CBSE NCERT book, it's only mentioned that we will perform the iodine test. I will explain what is the iodine test. Children, this leaf is green. We cannot directly perform iodine test on this. For that, we need to remove the green color. Green pigment, green color, that is chlorophyll. How do we remove this green pigment from it? We will boil this leaf in alcohol till chlorophyll disappears. Now children, we cannot directly boil the leaf in alcohol because alcohol is inflammable. Inflammable means that it will catch fire if it is directly heated. So what we do, we boil it in a container of water. This is how we write water. Now we take a container in which we have kept water. In that container, we will put another container which is having alcohol and leaf and then heat it. Right? We will keep boiling this till the chlorophyll disappears. This is removal of chlorophyll. Now we will take this colorless leaf. Now it has no color, right? And now in a dish, we will put 1 or 2 drops of iodine. First we will wash this leaf and then we will put 1 or 2 drops of iodine, right? You have done iodine test in your previous class also, but that was on a substance which contains starch, right? Now you have also studied that the substance containing starch turns blue-black. If the substance is not containing starch, it will not turn blue-black. In the first case, the leaf was in sunlight, right? Now we are performing the iodine test on leaf 1. We will boil it in alcohol, remove the color, wash it with water, and now we will add 1 or 2 drops of iodine on it. We will see that this turns blue-black in color. Now if this is turning blue-black in color, this shows that this leaf which is plucked from plant which was kept in sunlight contains starch. What is starch? Starch is a kind of carbohydrate. Starch is food. That means the plant which was kept in sunlight contains starch. It has prepared food. Photosynthesis has taken place in this plant, right? In the case 2, by the similar process, we are going to again pluck the leaf, boil it in alcohol, again in a container of water. We will keep another container of alcohol and then boil this leaf plucked from the plant which was kept in dark room for 72 hours. Again we will take this leaf. After boiling, it has also turned colorless. We will take this leaf which is plucked from the pot which was kept in dark room for 72 hours. We will wash it and again put 1 or 2 drops of iodine on it. Children, this plant was kept in dark for 72 hours. This leaf, when we put iodine, does not turn blue-black. It doesn't turn blue-black, which means it has not prepared starch. It has not prepared food. That means photosynthesis has not taken place in this. Photosynthesis has not taken place because this plant was kept in dark room for 72 hours. This proves that photosynthesis takes place only when there is sunlight. It will not take place if there is no sunlight. That means photosynthesis takes place in the presence of sunlight, and food is formed only when photosynthesis takes place. So food is formed only when there is light. Understood? Is it clear? Is the activity clear? I hope it is clear, children. If you have understood this activity, then please like my channel. Do come back for the next part of chapter Nutrition in Plants.